And I kind of wanted to explain why the Revolutionary Communist Group have been involved in this from the start. It's because this is a serious campaign. This is a serious campaign fighting for housing, fighting against austerity. And if we want to fight to change the system, this is how we have to do it. We have to fight for socialism. This is not a campaign that limits any kind of conversation. We fly Palestinian flags on our stall. We march against British wars, dropping British bombs. We support refugee and asylum clinics. And we talk about the gains for working class people around the world. And most importantly, as you've seen today with this system, we encourage people that are never given a platform to be at the forefront of the fight for housing and the forefront against austerity, and that's very important. Learning to be a communist, learning to be a campaigner, having the education and the time to do that, to be part of the conversation about a new system isn't easy. But it makes it so worth it when you can expose an MP, when you can get someone housing, when you can march to a local area and you can see on people's faces that they might have just got the confidence to take up the fight and to take the next step, and I hope that happens today. I'm really proud to stand as part of this campaign 2 years on, fighting with a broad range of people. And we brought this message of this campaign from everywhere from Glasgow to Havana, and I'm so incredibly proud of that. I mean, Jeremy Corbyn wants to fight for socialism in Parliament. We say you need to fight for socialism in the streets by agitating, educating and getting organised. Please come and fight with us. Stand with the East London Revolutionary Communist Group and the Focus E15 campaign every single Saturday from 12 till 2 on the Broadway. It's so important. Bring on the next year. Hasta la victoria siempre!
This is a march against evictions! Robin Miles, get out!
We know what you're all about! Evictions! Home losses! Actions for your bosses!
They sell our homes in Malaysia. They sell our homes to the gangsters of Russia. They sell our homes to the parasites of Peking. Well, money doesn't talk, it swears. And we're gonna shut it up. We are the motley crew you didn't want to see, but now we're here.
Council housing is our right. Council housing is our right.
Housing is a necessity and a human right.
Housing is a human right.
What right does this government have to go around the world telling people how to live and who to be governed by when we don't even supply people in this country with their human rights? We've got to know the way people are being treated in this country. It affects everyone. If you take a mother with small children to a flat and you tell her that if she doesn't accept it, she'll be intentionally homeless, and this flat is not fit for mice and fleas, then you are a criminal!
Yeah.
Repopulate!
The Carpenters Estate!
Repopulate!
The Carpenters Estate!
Repopulate!
The Carpenters Estate!
Repopulate!
The Carpenters Estate!
This is the site of the open house this time last year. The occupation of these 4 flats have now led to them being lived in. Robin Miles was forced to listen. Together we are stronger. If we stand together, we can defeat the enemy. The enemy in Newham is Robin Miles, his cronies in the Labour Council. They are evicting people, decanting properties and destroying housing estates like the Carpenters. You heard from Vanessa at the beginning of the march. She grew up here, but she's been decanted. And despite there being 450 empty homes, she can't come back.
Hello everyone, I'm Sam and I'm from the Focus E15 campaign. I'm one of the original mums. We started the campaign in September 2013. Me, Jasmine and many of the other 29 young mums from the hostel took a stand against being told that we'd be housed in places like Birmingham, Manchester and Hastings. So what we did to take the stand was we wrote to the council, started a petition, then we met with people who were on the streets doing their stall, and they were the Revolutionary Communist Group, and we began to join them every Saturday gathering signatures because of that all the mums from the hostel were housed in Newham. So what we did during our struggle, we met with loads of people, loads of elected people, mainly the MP, Mayor Robin Wales, councillors, all dismissed us and were no help at all Labour of course, and Robin Wales lied that there are no homes, but we all know Carpenters Estate is mostly empty, and we know that the Olympic legacy is part of gentrification of the working class. Carpenters Estate sits in the shadow of the Olympic Park, and last September some of the mothers from the hostel and people from the campaign occupied these 4 flats on this estate, and we did that. And we did that to show Robin Wales that there are good homes on the estate, not just on the estate alone, but worldwide and whatnot. That they're able to be lived in and stuff. And because of that, Robin Wales promised 40 homes to be occupied after that, but sadly only 28 have been occupied. And we know hundreds empty, and people are just still being decanted and being made street homeless. We continue to protest to defend people, to resist eviction, to raise issues about the decent housing for all, and that there are more protests and occupations happening like Fred John Towers, Bowling Ground Development, New Era, Sweets Ray, Aylesbury Estate and Guinness Trust, and so many more. So yeah, thanks.
Make some noise for Sam!
It's about being out here and taking back the city and taking back what's ours. And it's beautiful to see what Focus E15 mothers have done and what every other group here today is standing for. And we have to keep standing with one another. We have to demand that nothing can be taken from us, because this is our city.
Today in Newcastle, another rough sleeper died on our streets. That brings 4 people this week that I know of have died on our streets due to places like this are lying empty. There's 10 empty homes for every homeless family in this country. It's a shame. We need to take these back. This week, 5 homeless activists were sent to jail for 3 months each in Manchester just for trying to help the homeless. Or sorry, in Liverpool they were sent to jail for 3 months each just for trying to help the homeless.
Thank you all for coming. It really means so much. Thank you. It's absolutely amazing. It's brilliant to have this many people here. Everyone give yourself a round of applause. Make some noise. So my name's Jasmine. I'm one of the mums who used to live in the hostel, Focus E15. I'm also from the Revolutionary Communist Group, Fight Racism, Fight Imperialism. We're standing on the Carpenters Estate. If you look behind us, these 4 flats behind us, we occupied them last year. The 4 homes are boarded up, they were empty. The council said that they were going to be demolished. They said that nobody's going to live in them. There's people living in those houses now because we brought the struggle, we put it in the media, we made people realise what's actually happening. Housing is just the tip of the iceberg. Housing is there to intimidate people. Housing, stopping people from living in their homes, is to make people feel intimidated and scared by taking away their housing. People having cuts made to their benefits, people being sanctioned, people are working 40 hours a week and they still can't afford to live in their housing. People can't afford to feed their children. People can't afford to have a family. People are being told that they have to move out of London away from their support networks and families. We need to fight against that and demand everybody has a decent home to live in. People are struggling to get by in everyday life. Mothers are going hungry to feed their children, sick or dying from the lack of healthcare because national health services are being cut. We're living in the 5th richest country in the world, a racist, imperialist, capitalist, labour-sucking country that's taking money from its poorest people. Students that are going to university are unable to pay off their fees. They're struggling with housing. They're unable to find somewhere to live. Once again, they can't afford to eat. And this isn't the end of the cuts. There's going to be more and more and more. Next April, £12 billion will be cut from tax credits. 90% will affect women. Women are being targeted. They're trying to dictate what a working class family can look like. A working class family is not going to be able to have any more than 2 children from April 2016. They're saying if you have more than 2 children, you're not going to be able to apply for tax credits. That's absolutely disgusting. Why are we letting this happen? We need to fight back. Social housing is a right.
It's a state, it's a fight.
Whose streets?
Our streets.